Hey everyone, it's me, Told by Ashley, Ashley M, Ashley Monique. I'm here on YouTube. I know, I keep taking these breaks periodically. I wanted to be super consistent like how I was during the summer. I was putting out a lot of videos, but I kind of fell off a little bit. Things happened, things took place, but I'm here to let you guys know what's been going on. Basically, I mentioned this in my self-care video. I don't usually like to say what I'm going through until I'm all the way through it, and then I'll talk about it. But I can't hide forever. I can't just drop off the face of YouTube forever, because this is something that I love. So I'm gonna let you guys in. I'm all about transparency. I've told you guys that before, but that's something that I have to work on, is being transparent with you guys as well. I'm transparent with a lot of the people that are around me in my life, but with YouTube, I kind of feel like I have to put on this persona, this perfect Ashley, this makeup Ashley, hair done Ashley, clothes right Ashley, but not today. I know it says Georgia State. I don't go to Georgia State, y'all. My brother does. So, but I'm here in Valdosta. It is currently the 4th week of school. It is actually Monday today. First 3 weeks of school were crazy crucial for me. So crucial, so time consuming, so tiring. It was just rough. Like, it was so rough. Where do I even start? I've been feeling complacent. I've talked to my mom about this. I've been feeling very complacent, not really knowing where I fit in, not in terms of other people, but in life, I guess you can say, in my journey, in my path. Like, what am I doing, basically? I've never once questioned my purpose, but I have been questioning a lot what does God want out of me? What am I supposed to be doing with my life, like after college rather? I think a lot about my future. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can relate. I think a lot about my future, a great deal about it. So that's been really hard on me, because I like when things are in order. I don't like to not know what's going on. I always like to know what the next step is, what the next move is. I'm always writing things down on my calendar. Like, literally, I have a calendar full of stuff up there, writing things down on my phone. I just like to know what's going on. So feeling complacent is just the worst for me. I thought that I was ready for the semester. Like, I was actually excited because I'm graduating early. Some of you guys may know, I told you guys this before, I should be graduating December 2020. That's the track that I'm on. So I don't have that much longer left here, and I was really excited about this semester. Like, I know that I'm like deep into my major now, so I knew that the classes would get a lot harder, a little bit longer, which that's what's happening. But like, I knew that as long as I kept the end goal in mind, like, hey, like, I'm graduating soon, so I'm just gonna do it, then I'll be fine. But I just, lately, I'm just like, everything's just hitting me. Like, it's just too much, it's too fast. And not just with school, like, I've had a lot of other stuff going on. Hair, you guys know I have a wig business, and that's been growing tremendously by the grace of God. I really thank him for that, and I thank you all for whoever does support me in that endeavor. My wig business has been going really, really great. And I told you guys that I dropped 2 orgs last year, so I've been focusing on the org that I am in, the one that I'm on e-board for. So that's been going well. A little stressful, but it's going well. So I guess just trying to juggle all of that together has been a struggle for me. And I'm usually really good with time management. Like, I'm usually, like, that's never usually an issue with me. I might slip up here and there, but usually, like, getting my stuff done in an orderly fashion, like, I got that in the bag. But lately I've just been like, whew, all over the place. I don't know. So the first 3 weeks have just been complacency. That's how I can describe it. I don't know if anybody else has been feeling complacent in their walk in life. maybe even their walk with God. I mean, I don't know, but I've just been feeling very complacent. And I went to an interest meeting the other day for an organization here called Replenish Women, and I actually asked if they could pray for me, or not me specifically, but I raised my hand and said like, hey, I've been feeling like I'm complacent, can you please pray about that? So that was definitely a weight lifted off my shoulder. That small little prayer at the end of the interest meeting definitely helped, but I still felt like the same. I think what I'm trying to say is, I know this seems all over the place, but I think what I'm trying to say is I just don't really know. Well, now I'm better, but I didn't really know where I was headed. Like, I was very nervous about my major. I'm like, okay, graduating soon, how am I gonna find a job? Where am I gonna find a job? What opportunity is about to present itself? Is this door gonna open for me? How am I gonna pay for this? How am I gonna pay for that? Like, it's just all these questions and just thoughts, and just it was definitely the devil just like playing with my mind and trying to like get me out of my element, because he knows that I've been going so hard, I've been doing so good, and I felt like I was just slipping back a little bit since I got here these first couple of weeks, and it just really frustrated me. So that's why I've just been feeling so like down and like dang, like what am I doing, you know? But I feel a lot better. I went to church. I have a home church here. I told you guys about my home church here. If you guys remember, it's called Kingdom Builders Deliverance Center here in Valdosta. It's super close to my house. It's like 3 minutes away. Perfect. And I officially joined this past Sunday yesterday. And oh my gosh, the word was so good. He talked about being chosen, and we read from a book that talked about the 7 sons and how they were all in the kingdom, and the 7 sons weren't chosen, but the one that was like out on the field, the one that nobody really paid attention to, the one that, you know, was being overlooked, like he was a chosen one. And that was the story portion of it. But overall, he was just saying like, you know, being chosen, it requires a lot. To whom much is given, much is required. And that's definitely resonating with me right now as I speak, because it's so true. Sometimes you feel like so overwhelmed with everything that's going on, but it's like, okay, like you were made for this, you were meant for this, so you just have to take it. Just take the bull by its horn and go, because much is required from you, so you just got to do it, you know? Another point he made was accepting where you are, like at the bottom. He said sometimes we feel very agitated when we're in that complacent stage of our lives, or we feel like we're not doing enough, or we feel like this is not going right, that's not going right. But he was like, accept that bottom phase, like accept where you are at the bottom, because that's only preparing you for greatness. And it just made me bawl, it just made me cry. Like, I didn't even go to the altar, I was just in my seat crying, because he was just saying things like, you know, he could feel that people in the crowd were, you know, feeling very fearful, and he could tell that people were feeling very you know, just like not confident and just not really knowing like what's next. It was a lot that was said, but it all connected together, and it just all resonated with me and what I was going through. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, this is exactly how I'm feeling, this is exactly what's going on, but it's gonna be okay, because I'm chosen, and I know that this is just a setup for greatness. Just that little piece of advice, rather, to you guys, if anybody's feeling complacent or just not really knowing what's next, or like fearful of the future in any type of way, or feeling like their past is eating them alive, or just anything that's making you feel very stagnancy, complacency, those things, they're not of God. Like, he doesn't want us to feel stuck, you know, like he wants us to move forward. And it's hard sometimes, it really is hard sometimes, but we just got to pick ourselves up and go for it. So I'm just happy that I feel a lot better. This is the 4th week of school, and it is now September. There's only a few more months left in 2019, and then it's gonna be 2020. And 2019 has been a journey. 2019 has shown me a lot. 2019 from January to now, because I talked to you guys about January through like the beginning of the summer, I think, and I was telling you guys how it was like really hard on me. And then summertime I was doing a lot better. I had got out of my relationship and I was kind of sad, but then, you know, like I got back on track and I was doing my thing and I was doing really good. And then I kind of just fell back into the devil's trap again once school started. But overall, I can just look back and say who I am today is the person that I know. Who I am today is the person that God has called me to be. I'm just really glad that I can, like, you know, use the word of God to like pick myself up in situations like these. I'm glad that I can use the word of God and the word that he speaks to other people to speak to me, like through my mother, through friends, through my pastor, people like that, to speak to me. It really does mean a lot. And you know, when other people notice your progress too, that's such a great feeling. It just makes you think like, wow, like other people see it, so it has to be true. And I can actually feel it. Like I can actually feel it now. And I'm really happy that I've just moved out of the certain places that I used to be in my life, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, and now I'm a lot better. Hard times don't stop. That's one thing that I have to remember. Hard times never stop. There's always going to be trials and tribulations. It says it in the Bible. As a Christian, we'll always face persecution. We'll just always face something. Like there's always going to be something wrong, but it's how you perceive that situation, what your attitude is towards it, and how you get through it. I'm just trying to remain positive and just keep my character up and just do what I gotta do. And yeah, I'll be okay. I am okay, and I'm happy that I'm okay. And even when hard times come, I'll still be okay. I feel like doing this helps. It helps. Pray for a productive rest of the week, and I pray that you guys have a productive rest of the week as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon.